Hey guys, Chris here, and I'm a Ukrainian Canadian. Today is August 10th, 2022. And before I start, I just want to let you guys know I apologize. I haven't been making any videos the last few weeks. I had some personal things going on, so I didn't really have time to make update videos about what is happening in Ukraine. But rest assured, I was still following up on the news and making sure that I'm still updated about what is happening. So I am back, and today there's no better day to come back because there's some great positive news coming out of Crimea. That the Ukrainian army hit the Russian Black Sea air base in Novofedorovka, which is just off of the city of Saki, as you see here, and not too far away from Yevpatoria, which is a very popular tourist town. And as you see here, it's a very popular town because there's a very long beach here in the Gulf of Calamita, and it's very popular for tourists to go there. So there have been many videos showcasing tourists fleeing following this attack in the airbase, Russian tourists or even Russian people living in Crimea, visiting, fleeing Crimea. And I want to show you the imagery following this attack. So here you can see that this is the before shot. You can see several jet fighters. Again, I'm not 100% sure which ones they are, but lots of probably Su-25s, Su-30s, and Su-24, and their variants, the Su-24M, very expensive planes. And this is the after. You can see clearly there's about, almost a dozen destroyed. Now, the Ukrainian military claims that there's about 9 that they can confirm have been destroyed, and perhaps more damaged or also destroyed, but it's still inconclusive. But we can at least see here there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not sure, but there's definitely lots. About 7 in this picture alone, and perhaps these ones were damaged as well. There's another picture as well. So you have this runway, and you have 6 airplanes here, and you have 3 more here that were parked. And here I think it's Ilyushin 76 because this is a much larger airplane. And yeah, it seems like all of them were pretty much annihilated here. So that's another 6 here. So I think it brings it about a dozen at least that were either damaged or destroyed. Too bad we couldn't hit that Ilyushin. I think there's a video as well of Ilyushin 76 flying off the runway following the detonation. So that's that. I'm not sure what this was, but it seems like perhaps this was an ammo dump as well that they hit, which then caused a secondary explosion with the airplanes also being destroyed after that. So this is great news. And again, this is the air base was used to conduct military operations in Ukraine, right? In Kherson, Zaporizhia, even Donbass probably. So we're talking about here, if let's say it's a dozen airplanes and they cost about 20 to 30 million each, even let's say 10, just to make it simple, it's about $300 million, between 250 to $300 million worth of military assets just wiped off in a second. So I'm pretty sure Putin is probably infuriated because Russia right now in the current stage, in my opinion, cannot build these types of airplanes anymore. They lack the parts, they lack the equipment, and the Western technology as well to keep them modern, right? They can't be building, 70s or 80s era airplanes anymore, right? They need to keep up with NATO and US. So the more they lose, the more critical it becomes for the Russian aviation, the Air Force, because they are running out of assets to use. So this is great news. And on Twitter as well, there was another picture I want to show you, sort of the way that the airbase, basically sort of like imagery showing like that big plume of smoke following the attack. You can see all of this was smoke pretty much. So yeah, it's pretty catastrophic for the Russian army. And again, as I've said, the more The other thing that I want to say, I did not say that previously, but the other important thing, yes, we've destroyed very critical military assets that the Russian Air Force has, but it's also very psychological. I think this is the very first time that the Russians really felt that this is a war. This is not just some distant conflict that is not involving them. The very first time that the Russians feel that this is close to home. And it proves itself by the mere fact that if you guys go on YouTube, you can see there's multiple videos posted by Russian people, just filming them trying to get away from Crimea. And there is just traffic everywhere, right? Dozens of kilometers worth of traffic. And the Russians are panicking, right? It's the very first time, in my opinion, where you can see this mass scale panic of people trying to flee. And they truly understand why, because there's only one bridge that connects Crimea to Russia. If that bridge is gone, which is very well possible, this could be the next target for the Ukrainian army. The Russians have no more ability to leave Crimea, right? It's either through a war zone in Kherson, Zaporizhia, then they have to go through Donbass, which is a very dangerous road, or it's through Kerch, the Kerch Bridge, right? If we look at the map here, I'm going to slowly show you where this bridge is for those people that don't know where it is. It is here. So the bridge here connects essentially Crimea to Russia. And this bridge is about 14 kilometers long, I believe. So there's multiple ways we can hit them. And another thing I wanted to point out as well is currently we still cannot confirm what kind of attack it was. Was it a long-range missile that hit that air base? Was it some perhaps long-range Ukrainian missiles? Because we do have Harpoon missiles, which have a range of about 200 or 250 kilometers, which would put it in place for an attack like that. Or there's also unconfirmed reports that this could be special Ukrainian forces which conducted an operation, a deep operation within Crimea, which is also a possibility. So it is yet to be confirmed. I think the Ukrainian government still isn't really being clear about it. I think it's in their interest to keep it as vague as possible, but it is clear that this is Ukrainian air forces that conducted some sort of operation, but we can't understand yet what kind of weaponry was used. So yeah, it's massive blow, psychological blow for the Russian people and the military, and a great win because we've destroyed a lot of Russian assets. So thumbs up to that. And today as well, August 10th, there was another deep strike into Russian-held territory, and it's again in Crimea, in Shonhar, which was a bridge that was apparently attempted to be taken out. Now, if you look at the map, Shonhar is in the northeast of Crimea. If we go up a little bit here, you can see that Shonhar is here. So the bridge that was taken out is this one right here, or at least we don't have any confirmed imagery or videos. It was just a picture, distant picture that was taken out of a plume of smoke that was coming out of that direction. But I assume that the Ukrainian army continued some sort of operation to destroy this bridge. And why is this bridge important? Well, if we zoom out, it's a direct access to Zaporizhia Oblast and Kherson Oblast. Right, this is the main road that perhaps the Russians used to go to Melitopol, and then Berdyansk, and then they managed to get to Mariupol within a day or two to surround it, essentially. So this bridge is very critical because then it means that the Russians need to be passing through a much longer road, right, through Kherson or more in the east, and they'll have to cut on the right. So this is a very important target as well, and we've managed to hit it today, if it's confirmed, right? We'll see later tomorrow or Friday if there's going to be more imagery coming out or videos proving that. But again, it's a psychological blow for not only the Russian army, but for the Russian people living in Crimea, which are now understanding what kind of implication this war is, what kind of, disadvantages it brings. It's not just some distant conflict anymore. It is right at home. So that's it, guys. That's it for me. I'm wishing you a great day. You can leave a comment, leave a like if you enjoy my video. And I'm going to try to pull up another video in the next few days for you. And thank you for watching. Take care.